What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to Dreams Gone Mobile YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Last week we discussed how to create a menu, and today we're going to be talking about how to find the right builder. So make sure you tune in. And again, if you have not clicked that like and subscribe button, make sure you do so. Once you've already established your menu and you know what you're cooking, now it's time to find the builder. There's three main points, and the first one is research, reviews, and reputation. Googling your builder in either your local state, in the city, or in another state, what type of builder, whether it's specifically for ice cream, whether it's for a pizza truck, whatever it is that is on your menu, you Google that. Once you've Googled the builder, I always say try to search between 5 to 10 builders. That way you can kind of compare and contrast between pricing, quotes, all that jazz. The first thing you want to look into when you are finding those builders is the reviews. So what are their reviews looking like? Are they a 4.9, 4.5, a 3.0? What are people saying, and what is their reputation in regards to the food truck business? You want to make sure you're doing your due diligence. It's not just about getting any best deal that you have or that great deal that they have, but also doing your due diligence in the matter of making sure you see what people are saying about them. Are people complaining about their equipment? Are people complaining about how the build out came out? Is there cheap quality? Because remember, it's always going to be quality over quantity when it comes to the food truck business. Reach out to other people that have already worked with the builder. So what you can do with that is you can go on things like Facebook groups. There are huge Facebook groups. One in particular is female food truckers. They have a ton of people in that group. And in that group, people always post, hey, have you worked with this builder before? And you'll have a swarm of people saying either they've never heard of them or yeah, I have, they are great. But also on there, there's people that can recommend you builders as well. So if you're having a hard time finding a credible builder or someone with a great reputation, you can always look on the Facebook groups because there are a ton of them out there that you can join and ask different questions in order to find the right builder for you. Another thing that you can do when it comes to the review and their reputation is going on the Better Business Bureau to see what people are saying and what are commenting. Remember, everything in regards to reviews and credibility, it's really just important to just verify what people are saying. You want to know what's happening, what's the latest news. If it's something that happened like years ago or 3 years ago and there was a complaint, chances are it's either been taken over by someone else and they're doing better or they're doing worse. It kind of just depends. But you have to make it up to your discretion to decide, is this a builder that I want to work with when you go to look for different quotes? Our final point is contracts, making sure that your builder offers a contract. And there are a couple things you want to make sure that is in the contract to make sure it's legit and make sure you're not getting gypped any of your money. In your contract, you want to make sure what's included is terms and conditions. Super important to understand what are the terms and conditions in any special or specific event. With that, I'm talking about things like if you're late on your payments, if you haven't picked up your food truck or your trailer, if there's any storage fees, any type of rollover when it comes to the build out of your food truck or trailer. We need to know what the terms and conditions are. It's extremely important to be super transparent between you and the builder. Another thing you want to make sure that you're doing is confirming what are the warranties in regards to your food truck. So although food truck builders are meant to just build the actual food truck out, they are not the ones that are building out the equipment. So you want to make sure you ask them what type of warranties are offered with the equipment from the manufacturers that actually build these equipment. So with that, I'm talking about things like if something were to break down, like your fryer or your flat top or your stove, what have you, if there's an element or a fuse that goes out, is there some sort of warranty with the manufacturer that they can offer you so they can either replace or service the equipment? Making sure there's a warranty if something were to happen to the actual truck or the trailer. So let's say the trailer is bent or something happens inside your food truck like electrical, plumbing, or gas. Those are things you want to make sure that if they are broken, leaking, or what have you, that there's some type of service that they can offer within a certain time frame, or even something where they can just fix or replace. So just making sure you're super transparent with the builder in regards to if any damages were to occur, what is the process of what they offer. Another thing that you want to make sure that you're including is payment plan and structure. How often are you paying them? Are you going to be paying them monthly, weekly? What is the payment structure? Are you going to be financing it? Are you going to be self-funding it? How often do you need to pay? How much you're going to pay? And what are the criterias in regards to paying this food truck or trailer? So making sure that is in clear cut writing, bold print, I don't care. Whatever it is, make sure you have it written down, because this isn't $100, $200, a couple few thousand. This is thousands and thousands of dollars that you're spending for your future. So making sure all of that is legit and making sure it's in paper is extremely, extremely important. So because I love you all, I want to make sure you have all of this down packed when you're ready to get a food truck builder. So with that, I'm going to offer you a bonus point. One of the bonus points that I want you guys to make sure that you're doing is including a nice flow in your truck. When it comes to your flow, you want to make sure everything is flowing. Your workers, your systems, your process, how you develop this actual plate of this taco, all of it needs to make sense. So if you have a food truck and you have your kitchen on the left side, you have your preps area on the right side, and then you have your seasonings or your condiments or whatever farther to the right, making sure that it flows and making sure that it runs smoothly is the goal. When you don't have a proper flow, you're doing two things. You're adding more time into how long it takes for you to create or prepare a meal, and you're pretty much just scattered. Like, you're scattered everywhere, you're crossing in between employees, and you don't want to do that. Even if you have employees or don't have employees, it's just a headache just having to go back and forth from one side of the truck to the other side of the truck. So making sure that it makes sense for you when it comes to your flow is extremely important. Here's a quick clip of me giving a suggestion to a client to have proper flow. Okay, and then here you need to put a shelf right there and there, so that way you can put your styrofoam and your cups, because you're gonna keep one like this. Where do you want that? A fridge? A fridge or a freezer? A fridge. A fridge? Where can you put it? I'm not sure where you can put it, because you don't have no room unless you get a smaller table. You can get a smaller table and then connect your fridge right there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna need like another fridge.
Yeah, you are. That's a small fridge. Let me see something.
And I'm short, so I got a little step up.
Yeah, you're gonna need, definitely gonna need more fridge space. Unless you have fridges there in your commissary, get a fridge and put it in there.
Yeah.
That way you can use your commissary for
It's just the going back and forth.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, I don't mind it. I like the work though.
Yeah, but it's inconvenient. It's inconvenient. So definitely right here, I would put a prep table probably about 3 feet. And then that gives you some space to get a 24-inch fridge. You need freezer, refrigerator, or just a fridge? Okay. So you could do a fridge, you could do a standing fridge. I would do a standing fridge with a rack, just a regular one-door cooler. They're typically about 29 inches wide. So you can have one and then put all your stuff there. You're gonna need another fridge in here, but you're gonna need to condense your prep.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for tuning into my YouTube video. Make sure that if you did like this video, you click that like and subscribe button. That way every Monday you get a notification that I have a new video. Not only that, since today we discussed food trucks and how to find the right builder, next week we're gonna be talking about funding your food truck business. So make sure you tune in.